Well, hello there, and happy V-Day to you. It's Valentine's Day. You got your heart, you got your candy, you got your loving going on. Hope you're doing it wrong or doing it right. I just came in to give you a quick question and answer session because we had a question that came up in the Woke Real Estate Investors Group, which I will add in. If you haven't joined or became a member yet of the Woke Real Estate Investors Group, you sleep. Don't be sleep. We're streaming live right now on the Instagram at Chris Monroe STL, streaming live on the YouTube channel, the Periscope Chris Monroe Show, the Facebook Chris Monroe Show, the Woke Real Estate Investors Group, and on my personal Facebook page. Just want to come in and answer a question that got posted in the group today. And who all we got up in here? Let's see who we got here. What up, though? What's up, Chris Jackson? How you doing? Make it happen. What's up? Who is this here? Rosanna, Miss Jackson, another Jackson. Y'all Jacksons everywhere. The Jackson 5 staying alive. Hey, Woke family coming in from the Bay Area in California. All right, y'all got better weather than us because I think it's like let me see here, 9 degrees in St. Louis. Is that cold enough for you? 9 degrees? Oh heck no. I gotta get south somewhere. What up, Brett? What's up, bro? I see you. I see you. You know what? We're doing some real estate. What up, Big D? What up? What up, Rudy? What up, man? Bitcoin on the rise. So you got that Bitcoin logo on there. So you ain't playing. You've been investing since it was like $1,000 a coin. Now you up to almost 10,000. Getting back up to that 17, 18,000 again, hopefully, because I got a little bit left. But like I said, I came in today. It was a question posted over in the Woke Real Estate Investors Group. Yeah, it is cold, but blue skies. You're right. What's up, Tia? What up? What up? What up, Tisha? How you doing? Dang, y'all all in here. I thought y'all be sleep. Y'all be woke on a Friday. Y'all supposed to be out doing y'all Valentine's Day stuff, getting ready, putting your outfit on, going shopping for your boo and all that stuff, spending that money that we don't have to impress people we don't like. No, I ain't gonna say nothing about that. Enjoy yourself. You gotta enjoy it because you don't know how long is left on your clock to TikTok. So the question that we had today, let's see here. What'd I do with it? There it is. Boom. Came from Kenneth Darby in the Woke Real Estate Investors Group. Like I said, if you haven't joined there yet, go ahead and join it. Some of you may be watching from there, but if you haven't, you're missing out. So the question said, hey, group, let me ask you all a question. It's really no right or wrong answer. Both answers is helping the seller. I just would like to get you all's take on the matter. Which strategy do you think would benefit the seller most and why? Subject to or a wrap? Subject to or a wrap? Good question, Kenneth. Posted that in there. So most people may think reading it that, there's no right or wrong answer. However, there is a right or wrong answer, depending on the circumstances and the situation when it comes to them. What is better? The wraparound mortgage or the subject to? Now, for people who may not know exactly what the difference is, all of this falls under the umbrella of seller financing. You know how I say you can get a house with no money down? Sometimes you can get a house with financing in place. These are the type of deals that this would fall under. So a subject to just simply means you're going to buy the house subject to the existing financing that's already in place. Big mama, Big Daddy, whoever you came across who had a house 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, went and applied for a loan, got approved for a loan. They have a mortgage on a house paying $750 a month, whatever number it is, right? So they've been paying on it all these years, paying that mortgage down, paying that principal down every month, right? So they got a little bit of equity sometimes. Sometimes they may not, depending on the market. So that financing that's in place, you would buy that house, take title to the house, meaning you're going to get the deed. You get the deed with your name on it or your entity on it. You get the house, ownership of the house, and they keep that financing in place with their name on it. So they're still liable for the debt. The debt stays in their name. The deed comes to your name. You buy the house, they keep the debt. That's a subject to. Now, the problem with the subject to is the seller has no recourse. Meaning, in the event that you decide that, you know what, I bought this house subject to, but I don't really feel like paying that mortgage no more. Or life happens, the market crashed like 2007, 2008. I can't make the payment no more. I don't have no tenants. Something happened with the house, a repair I couldn't handle, and now the house is unlivable. And I can't get somebody in there to pay that mortgage on my behalf and eat that cash flow and make money and do all the stuff you planned to do originally. Now that can happen because it has happened before. So with the subject to, the problem is, like I said, the seller has no recourse. They cannot come back to take the house back. They can't do anything. They're just aid out. I'll say, I want to say the whole thing, but what does aid out mean to you? Aid out. You ain't getting nothing, man. You gave me your house. You signed me over your house. You kept the debt in your name. I made that payment on your behalf to your mortgage company. I don't have any debt in my name. I'm the buyer. I bought it subject to. You just got me to pay your debt for you. Now, why would somebody even want to do that? Debt relief. Maybe they sold their house because they couldn't make the payment, or they just don't want the house, or they don't need the house. They got another house. They moved in with their spouse or their significant other, or something happened. Usually there's always a story behind any of these stories. So a subject to, like I said, seller has no recourse. I get the deed. You keep the debt. Have a nice life. That's basically that. Now, on the other side, to answer his question, well, I'm not answering the question. I'm just giving a breakdown first. So the wraparound mortgage, same thing. It's pretty much the same as the subject to. The only thing is the loan is there, right? You got the loan and you're going to wrap around an identical loan around that, or identical lien, another deed of trust if you're in a deed of trust state, or another mortgage if you're in a mortgage state. Same difference, just depends on your state. But you're going to create another document that wraps around the current mortgage that's already in place. Now that wrap is what they call it. That's why they call it a wrap. It wraps around it. That would wrap around the existing financing, same as the subject to. However, now in the event when life happens and the markets crash or whatever happens, that seller can foreclose on you if you decide to stop making those payments, or you can't make those payments, or whatever happens in life. You decided, you know what? I just can't pay this bill, man. I just can't do it. If you stop paying that mortgage or that loan or that deed of trust that you already got set up as an additional document, then you got, what'd you say there? How can the seller get another house? Oh yeah, I got you there. I got you coming up, Myers. Threw me off with that question. So if you buy a house with a wrap, that's giving the seller a couple of protections, which is the default answer. You should be buying on a wrap if you're going to buy it, generally, in my opinion. You should really only be buying subject to if a seller is, say, elderly. Maybe they're 90 years old, 80 years old. You know, they're not going to buy another house. Maybe they are deceased. I have a house with a deceased person on the mortgage. The son had the deed, but the loan was in their dad's name before they died, and the dad's dead, but the debt is still in the dad's name, and the bank don't care. They tell you right there. The bank just say, "Get my money." They got a dead person on the deed on the loan. They know it, and they still collecting payments. Did they say they don't want their money? Hell no. They said, "Pay me, man. I don't care about them dying. Daddy died, but I want my money." So you still just keep making that payment, and they know this. So it's not like, oh, we're sneaking and doing something and the bank don't know. They know. They just want their money. They don't want the house. They don't want to foreclose and take the house back. They want their money. But yeah, put your questions in. If you do have questions, I'll get to them before we wrap this up. But so a subject to, like I said, they get no recourse. A wrap will give them some type of way to foreclose on you if you stop making payment. Also, in the event that they want to go buy another house, that wrap would show that there's income coming in to wash out the debt to income ratio so that they could possibly go qualify for another loan and buy another house. So that's why you want to buy it on a wrap if it's a younger person or somebody that's planning to go buy another house, or they're ever going to use their credit for anything, because that debt, if you buy a subject to, is going to always show that debt on there until you either one, cash it out, or go refinance it, which I would never tell you to go refinance a debt that you got subject to. You leave that puppy on there if you can. But yeah, so basically, if it's an elderly person, if it's a deceased person on the loan, or they're not buying another house ever again, and they tell you that, and you let them know that, hey, yeah, which, like I say, I usually try to just buy it on a wrap if I can, a wraparound mortgage. So hopefully, let me see if I even answered that question all the way here. I can't even see on the screen, too bright over here. Here we go. So what do you think? So his question was, which strategy do you think would benefit the seller most and why? So it would usually benefit them to buy on a wrap. It can't hurt them, but a subject to could possibly hurt them because they cannot come back on you. That house is gone, baby. Subject to, I'm done with you. Remember that. Subject to, I'm done with you. But a wrap, they might come back on the attack. I just made it up on the fly. Dang, hope that helps you well. If this video gives you any kind of value, make sure you give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. And if you're watching on the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe and bang that bell. So Myers Monopoly over here on Instagram at Chris Monroe STL says, how can the seller get another house with the loan still in their name? So that's why you would buy on a wrap. Now, we can't guarantee anybody that you would ever be able to qualify for a loan. Don't get me wrong. And we don't make promises we can't deliver on. But they will have a document, that note or that deed of trust that shows that, yes, they have a house. They don't have a house anymore. They don't own it. They just own the debt, and the debt is being washed out by somebody else that's paying it. So that the real estate attorney that you close this real estate transaction through will show that. So yeah, they can still possibly get another loan. I'm not going to say they can, but I'm going to say they possibly can get another loan, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an attorney as well. So all of this is for educational and training purposes. Consult with your real estate attorney in your jurisdiction or your market if you want to know more. Good question though, Myers Monopoly. Let's see if we got some questions over here in the other one. What's up, Rudy? All right, Miss I Buy Houses. Happy V-Day, Chris. Thanks, Renee. I appreciate that. This is good. That's right, Tisha. You know, I got to bring some some goodies. Everybody else giving you a box of chocolates. I'm going to bring you something to fill that brain up so you can get that money right, so you can change your life. And for those who don't know, my name is Chris Monroe, the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke. And if you haven't subscribed already, you're missing out. Let's see here. Rosanna says, Chris Haskins and Ron LeGrand just spoke about this the other day. The wrap is beneficial for the seller if they participate in getting or anticipate in getting another loan. Exactly. It'll give, but if they got a subject to, that debt is going to stay on there and they don't have anything. You just naked. You out here butt naked. So that's why I say the default answer to answer the question originally is to buy it on a wrap if you can. Unless they're really old, they're about to die in the next 5 to 10 years or something like that, or they're deceased, the person's on the thing's deceased, they're not getting another loan, you know, stuff like that. But generally, we want to buy it on a wrap. But that's great. Let's see here. Great detailed breakdown. Oh, well, that's what I try to do. Provide you value. Hopefully, it provided you some value. If I have, give it a share. Even if you're on Instagram over here, share this out. Hit that little share button. Share it to somebody right in their inbox. Like, bam, look, we hitting you right now with some stuff you might want to know if you want to learn this real estate stuff. So let's see what we got here. Some kind of emoji there. All right. D. Anthony Dupree over on YouTube says, if you wanted to buy the house yourself, would you want to buy it on the wrap or subject to? Yeah. So like I was saying, the default answer is buy it on a wraparound mortgage. You want to buy on a wrap if you can, unless it's an elderly person or somebody that's about to die or they just died or something like that where they're not going to get another loan. But the default answer is yes, buy it on a wrap. But some people just throw it out there a lot of times when you hear people talking this real estate talk. Yeah, I'm going to buy it subject to. Just buy the house subject to. But yeah, you're leaving the seller out there naked. And that's really not the right way to do business, in my opinion, anyway. Because like I said, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Because I even tell a seller, if I buy their house subject to wrap or any of this stuff, worst case scenario, you'll get your house back in better condition than you gave it to me. That's the only thing I'll promise them. And I don't like to give too many promises. I like to deliver on everything that we promise on. All right. So Rudy's Cole says, so the buyer is the one paying the debt on their behalf. What happens if the buyer stops paying? That's exactly why you buy it on a wrap. If you buy it on a wrap, the seller can foreclose on you, just like the bank can foreclose on you in the event you decide to stop paying. In the event. Now, if you buy it on a subject to, there ain't nothing they can do. Nothing. The bank is the only one that got a lien on there. See, when you buy it on a wrap, you created another lien, a second lien, or a subordinate lien is what you would hear it called. Because anything that's recorded after that first lien, which is usually that mortgage, anything underneath that, say that first mortgage forecloses on you and takes your house. That second, third, fourth, fifth, any other subordinate liens all get wiped out. They get this much, zero. So it's in your best interest to at least pay that first. You want to pay that first for sure, because if they foreclose, everybody below them gets wiped out. And the way they determine who is the first, the second, the third, and all these subordinate liens is all about what got recorded. If whoever recorded first at the courthouse, that's the first lien. The next person record, no matter the amount of money or any of that other stuff, that's the second lien. Whoever records next, whether it's a subordinate lien like a sewer bill, trash bill, utility bill, a mechanic's lien, or any of these other millions of liens you see out here in this real estate space, all subordinate, depending on the date they were recorded at the courthouse. Got some good questions on here, y'all. Y'all getting good at this stuff. So Tisha says, so when you buy on a wrap, who creates the terms and interest? Good question, Tisha. You create the terms and interest. That's why you have to get really good at speaking this speak, talking this talk, walking that walk with these sellers. Like I tell them, we usually buy with nothing down, okay? If they say, okay, I'm done talking about a down payment. I ain't mentioning no interest. Some people don't care about interest. They getting the price they won't say nothing. I have one right now. As a matter of fact, I might do a case study on that one. The one I got in Oakville, no money down, 0% interest on a 10-year balloon payment. 10 years of cash flow on a property we're paying $750 a month on. I got a tenant in there paying $1250 a month right now. Passive cash flow, making money while I sleep. So that is who creates the terms and interest. You are the professional. That's why you must educate yourself every day to learn this stuff and make that pay. Good question. Let me see what we got over here. Are you using the subject to packet, the one you sell, in addition to the wrap note document when buying on the wrap? So yeah, if you need the documents to get any of these type of deals, anything I ever talk about, or any type of real estate transaction, you can get it at wokerealestate.com. wokerealestate.com. That's the website. If you need contracts for, if you're doing a seller finance deal without anything on it, if you're doing a deal with a wrap, if you're doing a deal with the note, or not with a note, with a wrap, a subject to, or just a plain out seller financing. Say you come across a seller who doesn't have a mortgage, right? They don't have a mortgage. They own a house, what they call free and clear. You can create a note out of thin air. You just create it with your attorney. Your real estate attorney will create a note and a deed of trust if you're in a deed of trust state, or a mortgage if you're in a mortgage state, to that original seller, and you pay them and they become the bank. That's another way of seller financing deal. So yeah, you can get those documents at wokerealestate.com to answer your question. Lash Cubby says, quick question. On that 10-year balloon you mentioned, do you sell the property in that 10 years in order to get the balloon payment? So the balloon payment is paid. Basically, the balloon just means that loan is going to be coming completely due within 10 years. So I bought a house with seller financing. He did not have a mortgage. We created one for him with the deed of trust and the promissory note that was created all through the real estate attorney. I don't create none of that stuff, even though you can, but I always tell people to go through a real estate attorney so everything's just right. Just pay a little money to make sure you're legal and legit. So on that 10-year balloon, say 10 years go by and I don't pay that loan, or it's not paid off, which it won't be paid off, because right now we're paying $750 a month so out of 12 months, what's that, like $9,000? So we're shaving off about $9,000 per year on this property that I bought for $139,000. The price was $139,000. That's not enough time, 10 years, to pay that off. It's only paying off $9,000 a year in pure principal pay down, no interest. So when that 10 years come up, one of two things can happen. One, I can renegotiate the deal with the original seller to say, hey, yeah, I need to renegotiate, or I need a little more time. Can I get 2 more years, or can I do this? Another thing I could do is refinance it, go get my own loan through a bank, because remember, I'm paying down this house got equity. I bought it with equity, by the way. ARV, or after repair value, is about 180. I bought it for 139. So I bought it with 40,000 in equity from the rip. And then principal pay down every year gets going down, 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 down. So I can refinance it myself and get a loan. I can renegotiate with the original seller to get him to make me a new deal. I can, what else could I do? I could sell the house. You could always just sell it and cash out your equity. I have about $70,000 or $80,000 in equity, free money, something that I didn't pay on, that the tenant buyers in there paying on right now, not me, because I don't live in the house. Another option would be, let's see here, cash it out, sell, let me see, cash out, refinance. You can refinance. Like I say, I would never want to do that though, generally, because I don't want any debt in my name, leave that debt in somebody else's name, because I don't have any debt in my name on any of these houses, by the way, and I own a lot. Or the better thing on that 10-year balloon, to answer your question, would be to do something they call the deal after the deal. So like I said, I bought the house for $139,000, right? Say we're paying it down. 3, 4, 5 years go by, right? Say I owe him another 132. I paid it down. I owe him 132, but I still got 6 years of time left on there, right? 6 years before that balloon comes, or that time where I have to pay it all off in full. 6 years of is remaining on it. I can contact the seller back, say, yeah, Mr. Seller, yeah, I know I owe you 132 on this house, but you know, I came across some money and I thought about you. Would you take 100,000 and just full pay off? He says yes. He wants his money now, gets his full $100,000. I just created an extra $32,000 in profit out of thin air. See, that's the thing about this creative real estate stuff. You can create stuff out of thin air. It wasn't there before, but it came out of nowhere because you knew how to do this game. So they call it the deal after the deal. So I go back, cash it out, say I go pay this guy 100,000, but I owed him 132. Remember, I only paid down a little bit of that principal over the time I had it. I can give him he was agreed to this $100,000 payoff, and now I just created more equity. Remember, I bought it with equity. I got passive cash flow while I waited, and I created a new deal after the deal on the back end. But see, that's getting creative now. That's when you start getting too advanced. I don't want to get too far ahead on anybody, but just let you know that so much stuff is possible with this creative real estate. People tell you can't do this. You got to go through a real estate agent. You got to do this. You ain't got to do nothing but know this game. That's all you got to do is know the game. And wow, that is amazing. That's amazing. So hopefully that answered your question here. Let me see if I got a couple more over here before we get up out of here and do some more woke stuff. What's up, Aria Drea? My dude. Let me see here. Let me take that off of here. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to change it to that. And let's see what we got here. Any more questions, comments, concerns? Like I said, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share if you care. Okay. Let's see here. Fire. That's right. What contract do I use when you doing a wraparound mortgage? Louisville, Kentucky. Thanks for chiming in from Louisville. And that's a dry county, by the way. You can't buy liquor there, I think. I think that's the place I've been to when I was in the military fighting for the country. All right. So what contract do you use? You use a purchase and sales agreement. That purchase and sales agreement can be purchased at wokerealestate.com. And basically it has a detail on it where you can break down your interest rate, break down your terms that you're going to do, because all of this stuff is created. That's why I say it's so important to learn how to speak the right speak and talk the right talk, because the stuff that you get for the deal is what you agree with between you and the seller. That's why I don't like going through middlemen, like I say, through real estate agents, through other people that's doing wholesale deals or all this other stuff, because sometimes too many cooks in the kitchen can mess up your deal because they don't know what's possible. They just know that, oh yeah, I just need to sell it real quick. But that may not be the best option. Sometimes it's better to do it on a finance deal. How can I work with realtors on getting deals? What is the best approach? So we actually did a video on that on my YouTube channel. We did it about 2 months ago, I want to say. There's a video that breaks all of that down in complete detail at Chris Monroe STL on YouTube as well. If you want to just check out the full playlist, we got over 100 free videos that address all these different things in detail on my YouTube channel, or you can just get to it straight from wokerealestate.com. There's the first playlist is right on the website there. But that'll break that down in full detail. There's a lot of ways to do it. Dealing with realtors, but a lot of times, like I say, they may not want to do that. Boom. That's right. Okay. Gotcha. Love it. Great. All right. D'Anthony Dupree says, if you get the house under wrap, can you still use the same exit strategy as the subject to? So you would never want to sell a house on a subject to. That's my position. You, as the investor, you would never sell a house on a subject to, because remember what I told you, you relinquish and give away all your rights to the house, and you cannot ever get your house back in the event that person stopped making payments. So you would never want to sell it on a subject to. Now you can buy on a wrap and sell on a wrap, or you can buy seller financing with a note that was created and sell on a wrap, or sell on a lease option, as long as you're not in Texas. I sell most of mine on lease options, so I get the down payment, the monthly payment while I wait, and then a cash out on the back end in the event they go and cash out the property. So yeah, you can use any exit strategy you choose, but don't ever sell your house on the subject to. Value. That's what I'm talking about. Value. So give this a video a like and a share. Share it out over here on Instagram as well. Share it if you care it. Thanks for teaching. It's deeply appreciated. Oh, no problem, Renee. Glad I could add some value to you on this Valentine's Day. Thank you. No, Louisville is a wet town. Oh, okay. So maybe that was the where was I at? Is that up there by Fort Knox? Is that by Fort Knox? Okay, they say Louisville is a wet town. I thought it was dry. Maybe it's just dry on the weekend. Something was going on funny up there when I went. All right. Any more questions, comments, concerns before I get up out of here and do some more woke stuff? So Lash Cubby over here on Instagram says, do you sell the verbiage, words to say to homeowners to put the property subject to / lease option or finance? Yeah. Well, I talk about it all the time. Like I say, you can learn it for free. Just go to wokerealestate.com. There's a playlist right there. I go over all of this stuff all the time. You can watch all the videos. Or if you want somebody to hold your hand, walk you through the deal, each and everything, you would want to sign up probably for the coaching program. If you want your hand held through a deal, I have a coaching program available as well, where we do weekly calls. I help you through your deals, talk to your sellers if you need, help you through whatever problem comes up. Because, you know, doing this real estate, there's always problems that's going to come up, and you got to be one to solve them. You got to be one to be able to get in there and solve that problem for that seller, solve that problem for you, the buyer, solve that problem for the bank they don't want to foreclose, solve that problem for the neighborhood that don't want to have a vacant house, solve that problem for the government that don't want to have a no tax revenue coming in, solving problems for everybody, just solving problems all the way around. People don't give real estate investors enough credit, good ones that is, because we solve a lot of problems for a lot of people. We make money, don't get it wrong, but we be getting paid, but we be saving the day. A lot of times. And I know we saved the day. I know I've saved the day many times for people. We got a house under contract right now. We're about to save the day for somebody. They ain't even know they had any options till they came across me and my team. Thank you for your answers. No problem. No problem. So hopefully this provided you all some value. Like I said, if you've been watching on the replay, drop a comment down here. Let me know you came in. All right. I think we're going to wrap this thing up. And let's see here. Don't forget, you can also get that that JV agreement, that free JV agreement. Text JV to 31996. Text JV 1996. You get the free joint venture agreement. That'll help you with if you're working with other real estate investors, if you're working with real estate agents and you want a JV a deal, joint venture, or if you're working with another wholesaler that has a deal under contract and you want to help them find a buyer or something like that. You want to have yourself protected in these deals. The paperwork makes the paperwork. In fact, we'll be talking about that coming up here on March the 2nd, coming on with Byron the Investor, March the 2nd, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. The paperwork makes the paperwork. We'll be streaming live with Byron Holman. Come check that out March 2nd. All right. So hopefully you all learned something today. If you didn't, that's your fault, not mine. All right. Let me see here. See a couple more comments here. What up, Chris? What up? What up? What up? Great value. Thanks. And good morning. Is it morning still? Oh, yeah, it is morning. I forgot. I was up early today, even though I was up anyway because I stay woke. So hopefully you all learned something. Follow me on all social media outlets at Chris Monroe STL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, and YouTube. Don't forget the YouTube. Well, like I said, that playlist on there with over 100 free training videos to learn this stuff from the rooter to the tutor. You can learn it on your own. Just go watch the playlist. Or you can do the coaching, like I said, at wokerealestate.com. So do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Peace out.
And we have and we have and we have Mr. I Stay Woke.